Hi. Welcome to Bill's Garage. How are you doing today? All right. Well, today what we're going to look at is PCV systems. We're actually going to look at it on the car. I got my Ranger pulled in. We're going to have a look-see. I'm going to show you how to do some fast, easy, simple checks. Stuff you can do with what you have on hand, and some specialized pieces of equipment. I am going to be using this guy, which is Manometer, which is it's a vacuum gauge, but it's it's very sensitive. I mean, I can get just a little tiny bit out of there. It has I can read on the suck side, and I can also read on the blow side. So it does vacuum and pressure depending on which port you hook it up to. These are actually very nice to have, although they are extremely expensive and hard to find. But you can. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to show you how this works. Thanks. Let's go have a look and see where this stuff is to start out with. I've got my PCV valve. It's inside here. You can actually see it right up in there. It's right there. That's in the back of this valve cover gasket. And then we have the fresh air side. Let me see if I can get a picture of that. We have the fresh air side. It's over here. And it goes into my oil cap right here. There's my oil cap right there, and you can see the tube that comes out, and that actually comes up here, and I have it disconnected. This goes into my fresh air inlet, and you can see here is my MAF sensor. So this is the fresh air inlet for the PCV system, goes into my oil filler neck, and then it comes out over here, down underneath this valve cover, and it goes up into my intake manifold. So this, because it's after my MAF sensor, here's the fresh air inlet is right here. That's clean filtered air, and it's also metered by the MAF sensor. So the MAF sensor sees this air coming in. Now, it assumes that all of this is sealed up and doing its job. If this had a big leak in it, the fresh air inlet or the vacuum line over there, it would manifest itself in a couple different ways. I'll talk about that in a second. But let me show you how to test it. It's really pretty simple. Okay? Hang on. All right, I'm going to hook up my vacuum gauge to my fresh air inlet, just right here. Set this so you can see it. Turn this off. There we go. All right, go ahead, start it. As you can see, it rises up pretty fast. Now, all I gotta do is pull up my dipstick tube and it drops off. So if I have even a small leak, it'll show up on this. Okay? Now I can also check this thing with just using my thumb. I'll put my thumb over it, give it a sec, and then if you listen real close, you can hear it. Okay? That tells me I got a pretty good seal. Now, if I give this thing a little bit of gas, it'll build up pressure even faster. Cut it off. Cut it off. Thank you. Okay, so just to kind of recap, if I were to plug or pinch off the vacuum line, coming from my PCV valve. What would happen is pressure would build up inside the crankcase. And usually it manifests itself by dumping oil. You know, you pull off this fresh air inlet and you'll find it all oily because that's where the oil's getting up to. Now, if the entire thing is clogged up, where it'll usually manifest itself is the dipstick. It'll pop the dipstick off and it'll spray oil everywhere. Now, if you pull off the fresh air inlet on the PCV and you see that it's oil soaked, could indicate a problem with the PCV system, or it just could be that there's so much ring blow by that the PCV system can't handle it, in which case we would move on to a compression test. But I'm going to check the PCV system first. We good?